Hiya folks, it's Thor. Thanks for joining me for another shave. Today we have Blue Samhain from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Today is my first shave for you since October. So it's going to be my first non-soap commander shave for quite some time for you folks. I'd been doing some live shaves in my Facebook groups, and that's why you haven't seen me. Just wanted to hang out with some of my friends over there on Facebook for a few shaves. But I don't want to neglect you, so here we go for a load. So you saw me just kind of put some water on my neck there. So today we're just going to go over how to clean up if you're trying to either start a beard or if you have a beard and you want to kind of clean it up a little bit. I heard someone say somewhat recently a groomed beard is the new haircut. Or the new fresh haircut. So for those of you who have beards or who want to grow beards, this is kind of what I do to start up. I would let my hair grow out as much as I can during the week, depending on what kind of job you have. And so you'd want to do this probably on a Sunday night after you let your stubble grow out as long as possible. And the scent on this is awesome. It's a fall scent. It has a sandalwood, oak wood, pumpkin, and the two notes that I smell the most, burnt sugar and bourbon. That's what really draws me to the scent. Those of you who know me know I love gourmand scents. And burnt sugar is just one of my top notes. So I think I definitely overloaded the brush, so I'm actually just running it under the water, getting some of that soap out, because I'll only be doing my neck. I'm not taking too much care to keep within the line, so to speak. Just creating a lather. And if you like, you can lather your whole face at this point. There are definitely conditioning properties in these soaps, so that's no big deal, but I'm just going to try to keep it down here on the lower part of the neck. And hopefully this will show that even if you do have a full beard, you can still enjoy a wet shave. All right. So our razor for today is going to be the Rockwell 6S. That's S for stainless steel. And since I'm cutting down a significant amount of hair, I'm going for the R6. That's the 6 plate. And for this, it is the most aggressive plate. This razor comes in at about $100 approximately, I think. And for me, I would say if you're a beginner and you don't have anything, $100 might seem like a lot. If you think it's something you're going to definitely be into, I highly recommend this one. If it's something you're not sure you're going to want to get into, I would recommend the Rockwell 6C, which is chrome. I have that right up here. Same everything. but the price point is $50. So for slightly less quality material, you can get yourself pretty much the same experience. I say pretty much because I think there might be a difference in the shave. And I'm just kind of going up here. Let me explain what I'm doing. I'm going up, feel my jaw when I get right here, so I stop. And then on the bottom here, I stop where the natural curve of the neck happens. So try to like keep the neck shaved and then the bottom of the jaw with hair still. So just leave that strap there. It is something I recommend for everyone who grows a beard. I know a lot of folks, when they shave a beard, would shave right up to that jawline right there. And in a lot of cases where I have the lather still, it'll make you look like you have a double chin, even if you don't have one. And I don't think that's a look that people are really going for. So this is what I recommend. Just let the natural part here, the bone, straight across to the other bone. Let that be your guide. And the more you do it, the easier it'll be for you. So you don't even have to wash this lather off at this point. Normally what I would do here is just wet my hand down and kind of rub it down into my neck a little bit in preparation for the next lathering. All right, so we'll go for a second pass here, but I think we're pretty much good. I think most of the time if you're doing something like this, you just kind of want to get it done, and the rest of your actual beard will kind of draw attention away from this part if it's not the closest shave you've ever gotten. I think in most cases, those of us who wet shave mostly look clean shaven, even if we haven't shaved as well as we would like to. And I think that's because since we do it as a hobby a lot of times, we're judging the shave by a standard that people who are just trying to shave to go to work, they just don't appreciate or understand. All right, so just wash that out. Just gonna do 2 passes here. Our brush today was a West Coast shaving. I call it the Green Dragon, but I think it's honeycomb. So it just looks like snake scales to me a little bit, especially on that side there. And I got the black synthetic. They also have it in Badger. I don't have that, but I know a bunch of guys who do, and they all like it. So if you prefer Badger, it is a nice brush. All right, so now I'm just going towards the center here, just following that straight line across. Now, if you have a pronounced Adam's apple, which I do not because I'm heavier, you can dry your finger off with a little bit of alum, so you can pull back. Right now it's too slick for me to do that. If you don't have alum, you can take a little cloth or a piece of your towel, put it right there, and you see you kind of move everything over just a tiny bit. So whatever was on your Adam's apple, you can kind of pull over and clean up that way, and likewise on the other side. Obviously, it's not really convenient doing it hanging from the shower there, but I think you get the idea. Okay, so you'll see I have some redness here and here. That's not from the shave, that's actually from the hair. I think I probably have like a week's growth right now. So my whiskers were getting long enough where when I had my double chin here, you can see just kind of like well, where that lather comes together, it gets pretty itchy, so I tend to get irritated there. All right. So as I was saying before, I love this razor. Highly recommend it for anyone who thinks they want to get into the hobby or has the budget for a $100 razor. Otherwise, the Rockwell 6C, the chrome. I think when I abruptly changed topics, I was saying I thought they were almost identical. Excuse me, but with the chrome, I like the 3-plate, and with the stainless steel, I like the 4-plate. So I don't know if those two shaves are identical or if I just enjoy those two, but I would think if they were both identical razors, I would like the same plate on both. So take that how you will. Again, $50. Most starter razors are between $22 to $35, I'd say. So for $50, you're getting, 2 to 3 of those, and you're not settling on one razor. You're getting 6 different experiences. So once you figure out what plate you like, you can kind of compare that to other razors that are out there. Get on the Facebook groups, say, hey, I got the Rockwell 6S. I love the 4-plate, or I love the 6-plate. What else is out there that's like that? So a lot of great resources for you to check out. A lot of very knowledgeable people, very friendly people. So give Facebook a shot if you're interested to go down that route. Otherwise, you see, I have my beard lined up here. And I just kept that area, again, that like double chin, right there. If you don't have this long goatee, double chin is going to protrude a little bit, so you might as well have a little bit of hair there, so at least it looks like the start of a beard. Anyway, so I think with that our shave is concluded. I thank you very much for joining me for something different today. Really appreciate that. And I really hope to see you next time. Until then, don't forget, be generous.